how would you go about judging genocidal aliens? Aside from with extreme prejudice.
Permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Judging aliens is not a question that most normal people ask themselves, but it's very prevalent for fans of the Cartoon Network animated adventure series Steven Universe, created by the ever fabulous musician, writer, voice actor Rebecca Sugar. The fandom is still super strong.
There's nothing wrong with it. There are dozens of us. Dozens!
And trust me, it's gonna see a resurgence with the upcoming spin-off series, Lars of the Stars. So what better time to go back to the beginning and set the record straight?
My death was greatly exaggerated.
For the uninitiated, Steven Universe is about a kid. Steven Universe. He's the son of a human man and an alien gemstone who gave up her life to give birth to Steven. Unfortunately for poor Steven, Mom was also the missing fourth sister of her homeworld's ruling family, the Diamond Authority, a genocidal group of dictators whose society has been virally seeding the galaxy and destroying anything in its path for mineral resources. Steven, alongside a group of rebels called the Crystal Gems, helps stop the homeworld invasion of Earth and helps change the minds of the Diamond Authority themselves. And after that, he, and this is the key, shows the Diamonds mercy.
We thank thee, Lord, that in thy
And that is the point where some of the fans lost their minds. And seriously, the topic has remained hot. Because shouldn't the campaign of eugenics, genocide, and brutal colonialism be punished? Doesn't that demand retaliation? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today.
Who are we talking about?
Starting with this first question. Tell me, by what system of law do you think that we should judge the Diamond Authority?
Well, that means I'm going to be taking a craft over in international waters without permission, which by definition makes me a pirate. Mark Watney, space pirate.
Because this is the main argument I see for punishing the Diamonds. We'd punish Hitler and Stalin for World War II, so why on earth wouldn't we punish the Diamond Authority? Well, I gotcha. Why on earth? We are not on Earth!
We are going to steal!
Breaking laws or even ethical agreements requires acting against a social contract that was already in place, a contract which the offender had a reasonable responsibility to understand.
That doesn't make sense.
That last part, reasonable responsibility, is important, by the way, because when you go to another country, it's your job to understand the laws and customs. It's why when people from America climb on foreign statues and temples, ignorance is no defense.
Carl, that kills people!
Wow, I didn't know that.
But here's the thing. The Diamond Authority didn't even have that. They had no meaningful prior contact, let alone contract with humanity. They've been operating for eons on an entirely alien system of ethics, which means we cannot decide to punish them based on our national or even international laws. Which is to say, you gotta get your head out of the TV show Suits and get into Star Trek. We have to deal with this not legally, but philosophically.
Well, we're just gonna have to use our brains.
Damn it.
We established that we cannot punish the gems based on human laws, but we have not discussed their own ethics, so let's take a quick look at the actual canon. And the implications here are pretty obvious. Rebecca Sugar confirmed that all gems are a form of sentient technology that was created by another race of unknown beings long before.
The foreigners have returned.
QED. Their programming is not their fault. Despite their intelligence, they were literally coded with behavioral and thought patterns.
Have you ever had someone take your brain and play?
Pull you out. Stuff something else in.
You know that I do.
Of course. This is not to say that the actions themselves are suddenly okay. Totalitarian eradication of all but the right people inevitably leads to horrible results for everyone. Even the elite, they can just escape the consequences for longer thanks to their wealth. So Steven and the Crystal Gems did need to stop the Diamond Authority. That's absolutely still correct.
I know what you're gonna say. She's my sister and I should be trying to get along with her.
No. She's crazy and she needs to go down.
But where does that leave us? We know the Diamond Authority's actions were clearly wrong, detrimental to the galaxy and themselves, and they were appropriately stopped. But at the same time, the Diamond Authority also can't be blamed for their society's programming. I guess that's it, folks. I ruined the video. There's no answer.
Oh no! We suck again!
That's a stupid joke. Of course I do. What is the end goal for the gems?
It is my intention to commandeer one of these ships, pick up a crew and Tortuga, raid, pillage, plunder, and otherwise pilfer my Weasley black guts out.
They were hurting their society and the galaxy. Now they want to fix that and find a balance between the gems and the universe, a symbiotic relationship. How do we deal with them to best benefit gem society and the galaxy at large? Well, if you're Steven Universe, the answer is letting the Diamond Authority keep its power, walk free, and continue leading their society, and this did work out for him. Not only did the Diamonds change, they helped fix their mistakes as well. But this was a huge gamble. The Diamond Authority could have reverted back to their old ways.
When we pulled up, I could have sworn the house was completely trashed.
Negative visualization, Jerry. Explains a lot about where you're at.
My diagnosis would have been this, and let me know what you think, because I might be way off base here, but I think you remove the diamonds from Homeworld temporarily for everyone's safety, just to see how Gem Society is going to react, because realistically, it could have gone south.
Hey! Riot!
And in the meantime, the Diamonds still could have sent the help that they did from afar. We know that their combined tears can help heal corrupted gems, but Steven was shown carrying those tears in a flask and it was just as potent. So they could send those tears from afar as a sign of goodwill until the gems who had been hurt by their rule received the physical and psychological assistance that they needed.
Coach, I'm me. Why would I want to be anything else?
I'm not sure you realize how psychologically healthy that actually is.
I have this feeling that some people will still argue, if we don't punish bad behavior, doesn't that simply encourage it? Well, the gems turned on a dime when Steven broke their programming, so if anything, the Diamond's behavior is a shining example that their former actions were wrong. Considering their circumstances, giving them a chance was absolutely the right way to go, and they used it well.
Another happy landing.
Overall, I think it's a more measured, reasonable response that acknowledges the unacceptable nature of the Diamond's past actions, but takes into account the cause of all of that and plans for the potential dangers that would have come in the future while reforming Gem Society.
Well, I don't think that thing could have gone any worse.
I may be entirely wrong. Maybe there's some more foolproof plan, and I would love to hear it.
Okay, revenge. I'll do it. I'll run up to Paris, bam, 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 bam. I'm back before week's end. We spend the treasure. How is this a bad plan?
Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any additions or disagreements. But until then, thank you again, and until next time, bye-bye!